Hi everyone. I'm going to be doing today a review on the Viseart 01 Neutral Matte Palette. Here it is. It's super cute. I got it a while ago, like maybe January or February, and I got it off at Alcone because they had it on sale for $65, including shipping. So I jumped on it because I regretted not buying it during Black Friday when they had it on sale for $50. This is what it looks like. This is a quarter next to it, just if you want to see it for scale. And I have sunglasses here, just so you guys see the size. It's really compact and perfect for, oh. It's really compact and perfect for travel. You see here, this is the size of it. So that's a really good thing. It's in a black bottom, clear case, really great. You can see all the colors. This is the back, if you wanted to see it. This has the name of it, the size, the ingredients. It says 24 grams. This retails for $80. Yeah, that's a lot. When I first heard that, I was like, nah, like I'm not paying $80 for an eyeshadow palette when they have eyeshadows for so much cheaper everywhere else. But guys, let me tell you, this is my this is my baby. I love this. This was really worth the money. I'll get into more specifics about it. The eyeshadows, they're all matte. They're not like super flat and chalky, but you know, there's no shimmer, no anything. And it is a neutral palette, but it leans a little bit warm. As you can see, if I open it, these are what the colors look like. This definitely leans a lot a lot more warm. You can see here that maybe like these two, maybe these three are a little bit on the cooler side. But if you're someone that has cool undertones, you might not like this palette because of how warm it kind of pulls. It's not like a true neutral. But if you have warm undertones like me, you're gonna love this. The top row is really warm, that beautiful like brick orange color. And then these, I use these a lot actually, and they're neutral. They're definitely like neutral. So when I wear them myself, they kind of pull a little bit cooler just because of how warm my skin is. So that's a really good thing. And especially when compared to another palette that's kind of similar, the Shade and Light palette by Kat Von D. They're both really similar. I don't own that palette, but I have played with it, multiple times at the store, and I think this is a lot better, especially for women of color. The colors in the Kat Von D palette sometimes pull kind of ashy. They have a lot of just like maybe like quote unquote nude tones, but they're for, fair skin. This I think is a lot more versatile and it just shows up better. Another thing I really like about this palette is that these mattes are like effortless to blend. They just melt into your skin. It's amazing. Like, I have a bunch of other palettes with mattes in them and none of them blend like this. And this blends super well on your eyelids without a primer. I have really oily lids, so I usually wear primers, but sometimes when I'm lazy I don't, and these don't go on patchy and they're true to color, and like they're so good that they made me realize that I need to like step up some of my brushes. A lot of my eye brushes are like the e.l.f. ones, and they're just not cutting it for this. I have swatches of this on my blog that I'm gonna post. I did it on my arm like in natural light and in flash. Maybe I'll try to see if I can insert it into this video. But all these colors, they're true to pan. I don't know, this palette, it swatches well, but it's not like one of those wow amazing, like, I don't know, like a lot of people kind of go off of swatches on someone's arm or on someone's finger, and that's not really the best way to see how something applies or it's gonna work on your skin, just because like your fan, sorry, isn't like your eye. So yeah, that happens to me. That's why I wanted to mention that. I see a beautiful swatch and I'm like, oh my god, it's so pigmented. And you put it on your eye and it like all falls off. Another thing about these shadows is that they feel like more traditional shadows. They're not like the cream powder formula like ColourPop or like Makeup Forever's new shadows. They're not anything like that. They kind of feel like, I don't know, like MAC shadows, really, like a little powdery, but not, it doesn't translate into powdery on the eye. It's just that it feels like a very familiar kind of formula. Don't expect anything crazy like cream hybrids or anything like that with these. This has the option for me of a neutral, warm, and cool tone look all in one palette. For example, if I wanted something really, really warm, this color right here would definitely be it, and probably these top four right here, even the one on the right here, I could use. If I wanted something more neutral, maybe these two, and this one up here, these two on the right, this on the top. If I wanted something cooler, definitely kind of the bottom row. This is like almost like a light gray, a muted bluish gray, I would say. And then this is more like a taupe with a little bit of purple, but it's still very muted and cool. These are all three of these actually pull very kind of cooler on me. So, and then, you know, the black, of course. So I like that I have versatility within this palette. Now, I mentioned my skin tone. I'm NC44, by the way, if anybody wanted to compare with yellow undertones. You know, colors look different on different people, especially depending on your undertones. And that's why I specifically wanted to make this video and really emphasize how great it is for dark skin, just because this is so expensive, and I wanted women with darker skin to be able to have a good, you know, point of reference before you pay $80. I definitely was deterred by the price, but if you can get it on sale, definitely do that. I'm not really sure when they would next have it, but I would really like just jump on it. If at full price, there are 12 shadows, so it comes out to $6.66 per shadow. And each of these shadows in the pan, they are bigger than your typical MAC shadow or Makeup Geek eyeshadow. I don't have the specifics of how much bigger, but I think this is like 0.07 gram per pan. But I'm not too sure about that. I'll definitely have more specifics on my blog. So that works out to a pretty nice deal. It just seems like a lot when you first buy it at once. And even if you don't even use all of the colors all the time, it still works out to a pretty good deal. I personally do. I used most of the colors. This top row and then like these two colors are my most used, but I do also use like this one specifically to fill in my eyebrows sometimes when I'm in a rush, so you don't necessarily just have to use this for eyeshadow. Actually, I also really like these two to contour my nose. Sometimes I feel like my bronzer, sometimes when I'm using to contour my face, it's a little too dark for my nose. I don't like it as dark, so I use one of these eyeshadows and it works really, really well. Longevity, these eyeshadows stay on my eye all day. They will crease on me maybe like at the 7-hour mark with no primer, but I have oily lids, like really oily lids. But I mean, 7 hours and no creasing, and it doesn't even like look ugly. Like I just have to kind of pat the creases in, and it's back to normal. Most of these shadows are opaque when you apply on first swipe. A couple of them it's semi-opaque, you know, but nothing. Like maybe like this white one sometimes, and like this brown. It's not that it's sheer or anything. It's just that it's not like this like line of white eyeshadow, you know, like it's. So who would I recommend this palette for? I say that if you're looking for a really good neutral palette and you're not the type of person to have like, to just hoard and buy like 8 different palettes, this would be good for you. I say that because this is a little bit of an investment. It costs a lot of money, and you're gonna want to get a lot of use out of it. You don't want to just use it once or twice, and it has everything in it really when it comes to a neutral matte. You know, I'm personally not the type of person that likes to have 8 different palettes and I have to open each one to get a look. You know, I just like having everything or almost everything in one convenient place. Yes. Most of my look was with this, and I really like that. And these are super high quality mattes, which are really difficult to find. You know, a shimmer you can buy for $2 at the store and it'll probably be great, but mattes are hard to get right. So I really love that this gets it right and it better for that price. So yeah, this is just an overall really great workhorse palette. It's amazing neutral, definitely warm leaning neutral palette. Great for women of color. If you have dark skin, I definitely recommend this, especially over the Shade and Light palette or any other kind of, you know, dupes. This is definitely it. So if you guys have any other questions about the palette, please let me know. Comment below or email me or anything. I'd love to answer your questions, and I hope you enjoyed this video. See you later. Bye. Did I talk about how well these blend? I think I did, but I just wanted to emphasize how well these blend and how they're not patchy and they're just like, oh my fucking god, like I love these so much. Okay, I'm done.